How's it going, everyone? Hope you've all had a wonderful week. Winter's back here. I don't think the weather knows what it wants to do around these parts because it's summer one week and winter the next, and today it's winter again. So we got fire going. I've been burning some slabs. I'm out of firewood. I need to go cut some today, but I got some sawmilling to do. I had a viewer ask the other day. He wanted me to share what people are using this lumber for that we cut. And I think that's a great topic because people use this lumber for all kinds of stuff. I got a little list here of stuff I need to get done this week. I'll kind of share with you and go through it and tell you what each one of these jobs are. I've always got a habit of asking, what you building, or a lot of people just tell me anyway. So, but here's a little list I got for this week, and I'm going to go through each one here and tell you what each one is for. I think it'll really help out, and I think it's interesting myself. So this first job I have right now that I'm going to get on right now is I've got 12 1x7x14s. All true size lumber, 4/4 by 7-inch wide. It is just 12 of those boards, but those are actually going for, it's a historic home here in our county, and they're rebuilding the steps. We're going to cut those so they can recreate. I've got some dry lumber over there I'm probably going to have to cut and size up because I don't think they want green lumber. It's kind of a rush job. So we're going to get that out. I thought that was cool. Old historic home. It's a couple of 100 years old or older. I don't know how old it is. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Historic home steps. So the next one I've got here is 22 by 4 by 12s. And this guy's building an old garage barn thing, outhouse, whatever it is. Outbuilding he's working on. So that's 22 by 4 by 12s. And that's also Southern Yellow Pine. And then we got this one. It's 24 2 by 4 by 8s. And 4 1x6 by 12s. This guy I know well. He's got a little back porch gazebo thing he's building. I saw it the other day. It's actually pretty cool. So this is what he needs to finish that job up. And that's what that job's going to, a little gazebo, a little back porch gazebo thing, sitting area. And then we got another one. This guy is pretty cool. He's building this beam style barn. How do you say it? It's a beam style barn garage. Basically a garage, but it's built like a beam, board and beam style building. And those are just 7x8 by 9s and 7x8 14s. They were all square box heart in Southern Yellow Pine. He's ordered stuff before for this project, and he's ordering some more. So that's pretty cool. And it's a beam style garage. And then I've got a couple of board and batten jobs here. 141 by 10s, 141 by 3s, 41 by 10 by 16s. Those are all board and batten jobs. We do a lot of that. And those jobs can usually drag out a little bit. 140 boards is not that bad as long as we have the logs stacked up and ready to go, which I don't right at the moment, but I will this evening because I'm going to go back in the woods and I'm going to be cutting some trees down. But so I've got that one for 140. Board and battens, and then I've got another one, the same thing. It's 150 1x10 by 12s, 1x3 by 12s. And those are also board and battens. The first board and batten job, it is for a horse stables. Guys building some horse stables. They just moved to a property, built the big horse stable thing, and they're putting siding on it right now. I've got a few more boards left for that. Actually, I've already started that job. I've got 100 more boards, 100 more battens to get for that, and then a couple 16-footers. The 150 board and batten job, that guy's building a barn. So a board and batten job for a barn. And then I've got this one here is 25 1x10 by 14s. That is for a chicken coop. This guy's covering his chicken coop. Yeah, I'd love to get some pictures of some of this stuff. I do have some pictures of some of this. People sending me their pictures, show me what they're building. I think it's pretty cool. I got a few more quotes out. That's all I got on this list for this week. It'll give me time because I've got to go cut some trees down today. And but first I'm going to work on these 1x7s for the steps, and it's only 12 boards, so I'm going to go ahead and knock those out on the mill today or right now. It may be all I do today actually, because I got to go back in the woods and it's pretty nasty, and hopefully I don't get stuck back there. But I'm going way back. I need about 8 good pine trees. I'm going to start with 3 today, just so I can get some of this board and batten jobs out. I've got some pretty long I got 16-foot 1x10s I got to make, and I need some good trees for that. And I'm hoping most of these, like the one for the 8-foot boards, I should be able to get 4 logs, at least 4 logs out of each tree. I'm going to choose a tree that I can get no less than 10 boards out of. I'm going to get probably 3 trees to finish all that out, and then have some for the 12 footers I got to start making. So I'm going to get all that stuff going. Like I said, I'll be in the woods cutting trees. I'll take you along for that and show you some tree falling. I got to get my chainsaw sharpened up and get my chain back on the big saw. But anyway, all right, that's what we got. Stay tuned. Dicky. I've already gone through most of this wood here. I don't really have any 14 footers in here. I have some that's kind of raggedy. I was hoping to get some dry boards out of some of this stuff. Man, I got to straighten this pile up. The problem is the ones I do find that are 14 are not 4/4. So I don't really have any 14-foot stuff in there. So I think this guy's going to get some sort of green lumber. He said he didn't care. He preferred something a little drier. But right now, I've got this one on the mill we started the other day. I was trying to get 1x10s out of this, and it wasn't going to happen. Right now, I got it cut down to 7 inches, and I should be able to get about 7 or 8 boards, maybe, probably 7 or 8. But that'll be half of this order because I only need 12 of those. They need to be 14 foot long, 4/4 by 7 inches. I started putting a little pallet together right here. I got to get back to making some more pallets. I keep those by the mill, and it really helps organize some of these offcuts. Today we are using our Cook's blades, Cook's Super Sharp blades. I just got a new box in also. This time I got some 10 degrees and some 8 degrees. These are all 8 degrees here. I'm going to try out a few different kinds to see the difference in how they cut. This log is a lot heavier than it looks. Yeah, we're using our Cook's Super Sharp blades. If you haven't tried those out yet, you definitely need to. I'll have my discount code on screen. If you want to order some, you'll get 10% off. I've been really happy with these blades. They cut really good. If you haven't tried them, you definitely need to. Apparently I left water in here. Nice. Oh well. I'm about to melt it because this is hot water. It's a lot colder today than it was yesterday, though. All right, so we only got 5 boards out of that, but it is true 4/4. They come out really nice and clean, and these boards are heavy. They must be really green because they are super heavy. I got a few on the off-cut pallet. I'll use those on my shed. Yeah, I was able to flip that last board over and get that bark off, cutting it 4/4. It cut about a 1/2 inch off of it, so now I've got to find another 14-footer that will make more lumber because, man, I think this one right here would make some 10s, but probably not. I'm not going to chance it. Perfect. It's a good log right here. Yeah, it's just over 14 foot. Get that on the mill and get some more of these boards. I think I can get more out of that one. It's definitely larger than that last log I had on there. As long as this end's not split. I see a spot in it, but I think that was, no, it's good. Good log. We only need 7 more boards, so I think we can get them out of that with no problem. Let's cut these 1x7s. right, we got all those boards cut. That last one wasn't the greatest board. It was really dry though. I cut it down. It was 1.5 inches by whatever. It was a slab piece of slab wood, flitch. I cut it down to 7 inches and I laid it on both sides and took a little bit of skin off of it. Got it down to 4/4, and I got a few more boards on the pallet there. That'll be for our own stuff. If Norwood's watching, I tell you what, I've got one suggestion for you on your sawmills. It don't matter which one, all of them. You should add an hour meter to your sawmills, because when it comes time to servicing and things like that, I was thinking about that a minute ago because I ran out of gas, and I don't have a gas gauge, you know, so, which is not a big deal. I should probably fuel up every morning anyway before I start sawing, but I thought I remember just putting gas in the sawmill, and I think I did. I've just cut so much lately that, you know, it burns out pretty quick. So anyway, but yeah, that thing definitely needs an hour meter on it, because I want to service it and do things kind of on an hour basis, and I really don't know how many hours I'm putting on it, so I have no clue. I'll probably add one myself, but anyway, that's a suggestion to you manufacturers out there. If you build sawmills, put hour meters on them. I know some of them do already, but and probably on diesels and things like that, most of them do have them. But only smaller mills like this, they need hour meters too, because they also need to be serviced. I don't know what time this customer's coming to pick up those 1x7s back there, but we got to go in the woods and we got to find some nice, decent trees we can get some good 1x10s out of, and lots of them. But anyway, let's go do that. Oh yeah, there we go, right there.
Which way's it going?
Go straight down that path. Yeah, that big one, Lena. All right, there's our first tree we're gonna cut. Yeah, I'm parked a little close, but we're gonna lay that one down right over here by this path, or right in this path. I'll come by with a tractor and I'll size it up. That's gonna be some nice lumber in that, good fat trees. Now it's time to go get the tractor, haul these out, because it's starting to rain already. We're actually got some snow in the forecast for tonight or tomorrow, which is crazy, because it's kind of hot right now and I'm sweating. We gotta get them logs to the mill. got all those bucked down to 8 foot long. Those are some nice logs right there. That's definitely going to be enough to cut my 100 1x10 by 8s. But I already got this one on Sawmill, started cutting on it. It's definitely going to make some boards. These are nice size logs. So this is what I've been needing right here. Some good size logs. Only cut 2 trees right now, and I will have to go cut some more. I think I figured on 8 trees total. I think 5 to get most of the stuff I need, but 8 total just to be sure, and to have all the logs I need to cut all the lumber I need to get out this week. So like I said, I'll still have to go cut some more trees down. These 2 trees made a lot of logs, a lot of good logs that'll make a lot of lumber. So hopefully we won't have to cut any more for this job, and I get everything I need out of this. Gotta check this out. I thought I hit a nail, or I thought I saw a nail at first, but look at these spots. And what looks like a nail right there, that's actually lead. When I cut this tree down, I pointed out this thing had a lot of bullet holes in it. Look at that. There's actually pieces of lead in there. Those aren't nails. That's crazy. Look at that. Crazy. It's all kind of little pieces of lead in there. All right, well, that's making some really nice boards. Got a stack of 10 so far. Got a lot more to go. And the sun's gonna be down soon, and I'm going to get some early dinner, and then I'll be back down here sawing probably the rest of the night. Well into the dark anyway, and I'll probably saw some tomorrow. Actually, I know I'm gonna saw some tomorrow because this customer wants to pick up tomorrow evening, and I'd really like to have every single thing done. I don't know if I'm gonna have it done, but I'm gonna try to get all these 1x10 by 8s done at least, so he can take all those and get his project going. So anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. As always, I appreciate you joining. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe if you hadn't already, and hit that hype too. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one.